Hey you guys, it's your girl Chakisha from Her Testimony, the blog, and you can find me on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Her Testimony, and on Twitter at Her_testimony. So I know I said I was gonna come back on Friday and Saturday, but I am a business owner, so sometimes I get super busy and I get home late from work. But nevertheless, here's my review on the Spiritual Warfare Answer book. Um, I'm almost halfway in the middle of this book, but I have gotten some really good tidbits that I wanted to share. There was a couple of things in here that really stuck out to me in regards to what we need to do in regards to fighting spiritual warfare. And one of the most important things that I feel that we need to know as Christians living in the world is how powerful Satan really is. And his power is deceptive, seductive, and destructive. And I highlighted this particular one because it made me think about relationships. As women, we crave and desire to be in a relationship that ends in marriage, children, happy home, and those things. And a lot of the times, the devil, well, not a lot of times, the devil knows this. So he uses his power of deception by sending someone that doesn't have good intentions for us. And because they have everything that we see on the outside, we become seduced by this person that the enemy has sent. Kind of like what I talked about when I first mentioned about this book, how Satan uses people and things to distract us from our purpose and for the will that God has in our life. So, so we get in these relationships that are deceptive and that have seduced us. We end up going through a destructive path in our relationships, which basically we end up compromising who we are as women. We end up going into debt, trying to maintain the relationship, whether it be to buy them something or to keep a certain image that we think that they want from us. So we just start to go down this destructive path and we lose ourselves. And once we start losing ourselves, ladies, the enemy has already made that chess move to try to make a checkmate. So we have to be very mindful about deception, seduction, and destruction. Another good little piece that I found in here that is very helpful is that the devil was the minister of music. I can't find my note right offhand, but he played music for God. He was an angel. He was up there chilling with our Father, making beautiful music. And because he was so proud, his pride is what caused him to fall and what casting him down from heaven. And see, the devil uses what he knows will lure us in. And that's why we have to be mindful about the music that we listen to, because he was a master at music. So when we're listening to music, like I live a very balanced life. Sometimes I listen to secular music. But because I know who I am and whose I am, I don't fall back into that trap that music had on me at one time. When I would get depressed, I would listen to all this depressing music that would make me more depressed, that make me want to drink and make me more depressed, send crazy text messages and all that stuff. But now that I know that my joy and my peace comes from the Lord, when I have moments, I don't go to that music for my comfort. I go to the Word and I go in prayer. So be mindful that the devil will use the things that he was good at to get into our minds. And music is one of the tools that the enemy is using out here today. I live in Richmond, Virginia. We have a lot of young people killing each other. I mean, this afternoon it was a shooting at 1:30. People are just getting out of church, and y'all are out there shooting each other. And half of it is the music, their environment. I mean, it's a lot of layers to it. So, as I continue to read this book, I will get back and share some points that really stood out to me. So I'll get back with you all next week. It's your girl Chakisha, her testimony. See ya.